guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so tired. I was doing my hair and I did make a hair video because I was just so tired of not having my hair done, so I did something about it. Anyway, welcome back to my YouTube channel. But if this is your very first time here, my name is SlayForDays and you're more than welcome to call me SPFE. Everyone, welcome to EverythingSphe, which is the very awesome channel hosted by my very beautiful self. So on today's video, I will be telling you guys another story, and I'll be doing my makeup as well because it is Ash Wednesday and I am preparing to go to church in a few hours. So what better way to get prepared than to do my makeup in front of you guys while I'm sharing a story. So while you guys are here, and if you are new here, please subscribe if you haven't, and if you are a subscriber already, go ahead and like my video, give it a thumbs up and drop a comment on the comment section. Share this video with your friends and do not forget to press the notification bell so that you can be notified when my videos go up. So let us get into the story. Right? Yes. Story is kind of one highly requested video, and if you haven't noticed the title for some reason, I'm going to be telling you guys the story about my graduation and how tragic it was. So because today I will be going out and I'll be seeing people and I'll also be burnt by the sun, I'm starting my skincare routine. I'm starting my makeup routine by applying some sunscreen, and the sunscreen that I'm using is this one from Eucerine. So I will definitely leave the products and tools that I've been using on the description box. And please do not skip primer. I already applied primer before I applied sunscreen. So yeah, let's get into it. So let us get into it. No, I went to a beauty college in 2021 March, and I finished my studies in 2020. Yeah, still 2021, but around July actually. Yeah, I finished in July, and then I started my assessor's course in August, and then I resigned in April last year, 2022. So the reason why I'm saying that it was my assessors, if you go back and watch that story time where I was talking about why I left the job and stuff like that, you'll get all the answers there. But today we're going to be talking about the graduation and how it was just so terrible. And you guys are probably wondering, if you were wondering, why I didn't record any content for my graduation or did anything like a vlog or did anything, is because it was just so depressing. It was so bad. Anyway, I started hearing like a whiff or word, like I started hearing word about this day, about this graduation thing back when I was still a student. I'm not really sure. I think I was still doing my assessors, or it was just the beginning. It was actually between me staying at home for that short period of time up until I went back to do that, to start the assessor. So I heard about the graduation like during that time, and the manner in which I found out about this was from other students, because in my class there was only like 2 or 3 of us who were doing the makeup course, and the rest of the class was doing like their diploma. So, and then I found out from this chick who was a friend of mine. She was like, oh, we're gonna have a graduation, by the way. So I'm like, when? Wait, like I'm asking for the full details. And then she's like, I don't know, you're gonna have to ask Miss Angel. If you guys watch that story time, you're gonna know who Miss Angel is. So okay, I'm like, okay, cool. As soon as I get back to school, I'm going to definitely ask, because I hadn't had a phone then. So the thing is, I went home and then I broke my phone, it fell, like, and then I had to get a new one. So when I came back, I immediately asked, and then she told me all the details. She was like, oh no, we're gonna have a graduation in January, da 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 da, so it's gonna be $250 per person. I was like, alright, cool. And guys, please comment, let me know how my hair looks. Like, how do you feel about my hair? Because, like, I don't know, I usually see these chicks do their hair and it doesn't look good, but as soon as they hit that makeup, but I'm still gonna fix these bantu knots because they're a bit wobbly, especially the bigger ones. So anyway, we're getting to the story. Don't worry about it. And also, the story is gonna be very rushed because it's honestly a really short story. It's just really annoying. It shows how annoying that lady I used to work for is. So yeah, finding out about the details, I inform my family about the whole thing and anyone who would be willing to come. Like, I'm obviously making arrangements because I was going to pay for whoever was gonna come with me. So yeah, I start making arrangements and stuff like that, and yeah, it's all set. I make the payment for the graduation gown and everything, and the catering and everything. Yeah, so the deal was you're supposed to pay $250 for yourself and also any guests that are gonna be attending, and you're also gonna pay like $350 for your gown and your sash and everything. I was like, alright, cool, let's get that sorted out. And then I paid as soon as possible. So the day comes closer and we're just preparing, obviously. And this lady, the way that I'm probably not gonna tell the story correctly because there was just a lot of stuff going on. Everything was all over the show, and we were just dealing with a lot as a school as well. And I was dealing with a lot as a student, as a staff member. So we get there. Oh, and then finally comes the day of the graduation. So firstly, they tell us that we have to wear a specific uniform, but now we're all misinformed because people thought we were supposed to wear the pink, and I'm also included in those people who thought we were gonna wear the pink uniform, but turns out we were wearing the black. And then we rehearsed this stupid dance. It was just like, do we really have to do this? But then again, you never question your boss. So we were paired up with some people at head office, and then it was just a partners dance, and we were dancing to Tina Turner, Simply the Best. Guys, that dance was the most annoying part of that day, I don't wanna lie. Oh, okay, wait, to change foundations again because I'm having an allergic reaction to this foundation. But it's so weird because I've been using it for such a long time and I'm only reacting now. It's the same thing happened with the Scarlet foundations. I had to stop using it because this happened. But anyway, I want to get to the day of the graduation, so that's why I'm moving so fast. So we get there, and I feel like and when I say we, the Western staff members, because remember, if you know the school and you've been watching my stories, that school is divided into like two branches that are owned by the same person. It's the West Rand branch, because I stay in the West Rand, so I'm obviously linked to that one. And then there's the Joburg branch. So when we get there, obviously it's a combined graduation, so we're gonna be seeing people from head office as well. So we get there and it's all just isolated, and obviously in the West Rand branches also all the other old employees had left, so we were only left with one. Kana, what did we call her in the other story time? Superhero. Yeah, so she was the only old staff member, and by old I mean like she's the day one of that company. So when she gets there, people obviously know her, and the rest of us, it's like, oh y'all. And also Goddess, she had a friend that she went to school with there, so they both work at that school. So we get there and it's just like, guys, you know that I'm asocial. I don't really like it. But anyway, we get there and it's just the thing of like grouping each other according to who knows who's friends with who. So now I'm just dangling there, the hall is empty, and I'm just trying to see if I can help with anything, because I'm that person who just gets there and starts trying to help out with whatever's happening. Even if like I will come there and ask for knives and apron and something just to help out. But then turns out no, everything's been sorted. We can just rehearse for the stupid thing. They didn't say stupid. And then as we start to rehearse, they're like, Slay, can you please come here? So I go and they asking me if I can tell the students and the parents to come inside and just help everyone sit in nicely. So I go there and then I go outside and then I tell everyone that they can start coming in because the ceremony is starting. Guys, and apparently they said that we should wear skirts, but nobody said that. So now I was panicking, thinking that I should find a skirt, but only to find out that the people there, some of them are wearing pants and stuff like that. But anyway, story for another day. So we get there and the ceremony starts. So because I'm staff and student, I have to participate in 2 duties. So at first, at the beginning of the ceremony, I was sitting at the stage and then we did that stupid little dance that I'm not really proud of. If you were there and you attended and you thought that dance was stupid, I agree with you. It was so unnecessary. It was so unnecessary. It was so stupid. But anyway, yeah, we get that done. And then so it was sort of like an opening performance. I don't know what to call it really. I was just so embarrassed, that's all I know. So after that, me and one of the other students who was doing their assessors, but she actually got her certificate, me and one of them go into the bathroom and then we start changing and then she's like, hi, and then she introduces herself. I'm like, okay. And then she dresses in this beautiful Hindu attire. She was so pretty. It was really pretty. And then we changed and I also changed. The way that I didn't take this graduation seriously, guys. I didn't even buy a dress. I didn't do my hair. I had my old braids. I didn't do my nails. It was just because I knew that it was going to be disappointing. And also my family was all the way in KZN. I had no one to come and support me, and my aunt only could only tell me last minute that she won't be able to come to the thing. So I just knew that it was going to be a pity party. And guys, I was so sad. I didn't enjoy my graduation like I did. But my sister did come with me, Thandi, and shout out to her for that. I'll be forever grateful. So we're done now changing in the bathroom and we're both rushing to go back into the hall. When I go into the hall, there's no chairs anymore. So I have to sit at, I sat at the back because it was full, but it wasn't the chairs that were booked by the school. It was just some other random chairs that I think that venue found somewhere. I'm just not sure what the deal was, but all I know is I sat in the overflow chairs. I also want to say something about the previous video that I recorded. The lighting might be a bit off because I had load shedding that day, so yeah, at least today you have proper lighting. So anyway, as I'm sitting there, the award ceremony is starting, and they first do a prize giving sort of thing where they are acknowledging the top achieving students. But I think it was clear that we were only going there to just watch head office appreciate each other, because guys, I know that I'm a very hardworking student. They wouldn't have given me the assessor scholarship if I wasn't a hardworking person. I was never absent. They couldn't even give me a full attendance certificate. But there were people whenever they're announcing an award and I definitely know who's gonna get this. I know that's mine. But they were just calling out these random people that we don't know, and I was just it was was just like, oh, okay. I was so confused. I was just so confused. It's like I was in China and I was told to speak Mandarin. Ngiyazelaphi mina. Ngisazelaphi isiChina mina. But anyway, the show keeps going and they finally award someone from our school, from our branch. And guess what it was for? When they announced it, they were like, this award goes to the loudest person in the school. You would hear this person's voice from the taxi rank. And then it was just like, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, are you serious right now? Is that what? And they were even awarding staff, but I'm just like, but superheroes, the older staff member here, why isn't she getting anything? And we even talked about this, like me, Goddess, and superhero after the whole thing. We were like, and I asked her, haven't you been working here since like day one? She was like, hey, it's pay. I don't know anymore. The way that school is so fake, they even gave Umthakathi an award for being the best boss ever. I was just like, this school is so fake. Y'all are a bunch of fake ass niggas. Like, that is so fake. But anyway, we kept it moving, kept it going, and the award ceremony, we got there, we received our certificates, and when I was going to get mine, it wasn't there. They misplaced my certificate. And then they were like, but you already took it. I said, no, I didn't take my certificate. And then they started looking for it, and they ended up having to give it to me the next Monday because the ceremony was on Friday. So they're like, no, you're just gonna get it on Monday. I was like, alright, cool. Oh, but then I got it like after the ceremony. So I got up the stage, didn't get anything, and then I got off the stage. So as soon as the ceremony was done, it was time for refreshments. And guys, we paid $250 per person. And there's someone who cancelled on my, like, I know my family, my aunt wasn't the only person who cancelled. I know that there's other people who probably cancelled and who couldn't come. But let me tell you, let's get to the worst part of this day. Do you know how, like in black culture, they say ukudla kuyawona umcimbi, which basically just means that food could literally ruin your whole event, regardless of how beautiful your wedding is, regardless of how beautiful like your whole ceremony is. If the food is kak, or if there was no food, just consider your ceremony or your whatever that it is kak as well, because people are going to remember that your food and alcohol were the down lights, low lights, I mean, of the whole thing. So like before the ceremony began, the boss was like, you guys can take my card and buy, because there was an open bar, and get like something for the staff to drink, who's buying and who's not. So I obviously got a Savannah. Why is it that when you drink a Savannah? So the ceremony is over, it's now time for refreshments, and obviously as a staff member, you're the last person to eat. But people were so over the whole thing because they had already started lining up outside to get some food. So when we got there, I was so looking forward to the food because I hadn't eaten all day. I usually leave the house so early. So I get there, we get to the food line, and I'm just like, okay, where is the food? I go there, and like my sister, she was like, I went to get us some food. Oh no, she was like, okay, Spay. I went to the food line, but the food was not fooding. So I'm just gonna wait for you, and we're gonna go back to the line and see if you really want that food, because I don't want that food, and my sister is a very picky eater. I was like, okay, no, but we paid $250 and there's people who cancelled. Surely the food can't be that bad. She's like, okay, let's go and see. When we get there, the people are unhappy, and I'm like, whoa. And people, like the other staff members, they're now trying to, is it savage or ravage? like, but to save to get some food for themselves. So we get there, and let me tell you guys, it's finger foods. It is finger foods, and not the good kind. I don't know if it's probably because the food was already finished when I got there, but that wasn't even food. It was just nibbles. It was nibbles. And so let me tell you what exactly was the food. There were kebab sticks, but vegan kebab sticks. Just because you're a fitness bunny, ma'am, doesn't mean all of us don't eat meat. And you cannot invite Zulu people or people of any kind without providing a variety of food. We pay 250 per person. Are you on drugs, ma'am? But anyway, we get there, and just everyone is complaining. There's in those kebab sticks or skewers, there was green pepper, there was mushrooms, there was red pepper, and I'm just like, I hate veggies, so what the fuck is going on? If 1 + 1 is 2 and 2 + 2 is 4, what the fuck is this bullshit? It was a mess. It was just a mess. But oh, and also there were very limited, like very few little cool drinks, you guys. There were like little to none actually. I was like, you were guessing, like you were questioning if there were even drinks, because there's people who had drinks, there's people who didn't have drinks. It was like, were there drinks or not? And I get that it was an open bar thing, but were there drinks or not? Because people did pay money and people are expecting food. So what is this? What is this? I feel like the ceremony was bad, but the food just made things worse. And you could see that disappointed in the parents' faces. They were like, yeah, but at least my child graduated. Hi, but at least my child graduated. So, shame, it was a mess. And the only highlight of that whole thing was that Goddess had some gin, that cannabis gin in her car. So we took like little shots of that, actually gulps of that. She was like, do you want some gin? I have some cannabis gin in my car. We should go and get some. I was like, honey, you don't have to ask me twice. So yeah, I feel like that was it for like the whole ceremony, the whole event. That was probably it. And then there's this other lady who was always annoyed the entire time. Like 80% of the time she was at work, she was just annoyed because she didn't like being told what to do, and our boss really liked telling us what to do. I mean, you are a boss, you can do that, but don't be a bitch about it, okay? Capiche? Awesome. So she offered to give me and my sister a ride because she was the only other person coming back to the West End. So she gave me and this other one we call Vampire, she gave us a lift, and then we came back, and then we were talking in the car. We were just talking about how this whole thing was just terrible, and how we as the West End branch were not catered for, and how this woman continues to show us how she does not appreciate us at all, at all, at all, at all. Like she gave zero facts about us basically, and whenever she got the chance to show us, she wouldn't message them. What made me sad the most is that Superhero wasn't acknowledged, and that woman is a rock, dog. That woman is a rock. But apparently I think she left, because I heard that she doesn't work there anymore. But that woman is a dweller. She's a dweller. But yeah, so, but at the end of the day, my sister and I just had a little celebration of our own. And guys, let me tell you something. I was crying throughout that whole thing because I was just so hurt. I was like, how could this lady do this to us? And when I'm angry, I cry. I want to kill someone, but you can't really do that. So the only thing you can really do is cry. So I was just crying, like, how could she be so cruel? And we worked so hard for her when we ran like a well-oiled machine. But like, how could she do this to us? So my sister and I, we just went to the mall and we got some food, like really nice food from this, I'm not even gonna say their restaurant because they probably won't even recognize me, and if there's one thing I'm trying to do is get recognition from restaurants. So we got this we got some food from our favorite restaurant. I wanted to get champagne, but we got did we get champagne? No, we got Amasavana, obviously. I don't know why we did that. I think probably because we wanted to get drunk, and champagne probably just doesn't reach that spot. Yeah, so that was it. And when we got back to work on Monday, Miss Lady was just like, oh, she didn't even want to talk about the whole thing. She's just like, okay guys, it's time for the new academic year now. We have to start working, da 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 da. I was just like, you bitch. And I feel like that is when I decided that I'm not gonna be here for long. I think that is literally when that thought started coming into my mind. You ain't really gonna be here for a really long time. I was just like, yeah, there's no future here. But I am so sad that I finished the story before I could finish my makeup. I'm just gonna finish this look off camera, and then we could just stick around and talk. You guys, a lot has been going on. I've been having changes with my body, changes in my life, and changes in general, guys. Guys, the drama that happened yesterday, I am going to drop a story time. Some of you, the people that I have on my WhatsApp, you will see, like, yo guys, life is so dramatic. And I love drama. When it's not my drama, I love it. And this wasn't my drama, so that's why it's so in my head. Like, I cannot get this out of my head, guys. I went through the most. I'm just gonna leave it at here and leave it at this. So I'm gonna go and do my makeup, finish my makeup off camera, and then I'm gonna come and close everything off. Yeah, and then by the way, today I'm filming three videos. It's this one, the story time, and I'm also doing I'm doing a vlog about today, and I'm also doing a hair video just to show you how I achieve this hairstyle. So yeah, you guys better stay tuned for that. Spray comes in and does its job. Yazin. I wasn't too crazy about bright lipstick, but the only thing that can save us brown girls is brown lip liner. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking around and watching my video up until the end. And if you want a detailed tutorial on how I did this makeup look, please do comment on the comment section. I will definitely leave all the products and tools that I used for this video on the description box. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on the story time. Just talk to me. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment on the comment section, and please share this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And oh my god, I hate repeating, so like I'm repeating. But lastly, please do not forget to click the notification bell or the post notification bell so that you can be notified when my videos go up. And from EverythingSphe, bye.